large van. What's up? What's up? What's up, guys? Let's go do some shit.
Yeah.
I don't just. When did you start doing all this?
5 years ago. We started doing this 5 years ago. And we teamed up with Impact Others a little bit over 2 years ago now. Notice when we're driving around, there's no parks here. This is the only park there is in the community. So people come here on Saturdays, Sundays, they come play and all of that. Then we recently in July, Impact Others came again. The guy from the orphanage property came and knocked my door and told me, hey, we want to sell. So this area is super expensive. It doesn't look like it, but it's very, very expensive. Like you're talking about, $500,000 for that property. So it's very, very expensive to own property here. It's the third most expensive city to buy property in Latin America. So if you ever want to own anything here, you're talking about $150,000 up. And last July, we ended up getting that property. Now we're in the works of renovating it, and we used a lot of the funds also to renovate it. We're obviously adding more rooms, we're adding more space for the kids to do it, and we'll walk through it. That way you guys can see where they're sleeping now and all that. We made sure that we put this massive door so that it's protected. They want to feel safe, So if you'll see door after door after door after door. Many of them just want a safe place to sleep, Like I remember one girl, she's been abused so many times. And she's like, the only thing that I want is a good night of sleep, She asked me, pray for me so I could sleep tonight. So this really helps them. That's why we close it up so much, just because for them, it's very, very important. Everything has been built in the last 3 years, everything. And we built it all ourselves, every little detail. As you can tell in some areas. Yo, ¿cómo van? ¿Todo bien o qué? ¿Listos o qué? Ya, muévelos. Ya, vamos, sí. Vámonos. So there was a building right there. We tore it down on Monday because we're gonna build a whole new apartment there. We're gonna build an apartment for the caregivers. Obviously, when you're dealing with children and stuff like that, we want people on site, and then we want adults that will keep an eye on them. So we have nurses, doctors that volunteer and come and take care of them. But we want to have a couple that will stay here, and always, if they need anything at night, if they get hurt, like a couple weeks ago, one of our girls got stung by a scorpion, and it's 2 a.m. and she doesn't know what to do, so she calls us, and we took her to the hospital. It's an all-night thing. So one of the biggest expenses that we're gonna have is just caregivers.
Okay, so down here, we're gonna go do more work. Down at the base of that canyon, there are cartels that live there. So we're not gonna go that way. Hey guys, so we are walking back to get some tacos, and we took a little stroll down the road. Cartel Valley. Go do some more work at the church. Excited about it. Good day.
Yeah.
Good day.
about my life and then my, oh my gosh, I'm gonna cry. My new life.
And this story is difficult to share.
You're learning to forgive people that have hurt you, and you're creating your new life. I started my business in that room. I might have looked happy in that picture, but that was a picture for Instagram. I started building out our very first real salon with a sign. I was in a lot of pain. I had broken ribs. I had a hard time walking, I had a hard time breathing for several months. I was able to take time off work, which allowed me to recover and heal. Our events get bigger. We grew to having basically over 200 people at our events.
We wouldn't be doing what we're doing now if I didn't evolve as a husband and a father.
So a haircut can make everything better. So when she's styling her hair, it's gonna be easier to brush. So if your hair is getting really tangly, that's a really good sign that it's time for a haircut.
We are
So I
at
recommend
taco
in my
place.
perspective, is like this tortilla that they melt on cheese, and then they put the al pastor steak.
This is how you do Mexico. You go to the local to find the best taco shop.
We're at a chapel in downtown Guadalajara. Yesterday we went to the orphanage and I think I did 20 haircuts and curl out. Today we're sightseeing. There is probably more birds over here than I've ever seen in my entire life. Oh God.
Vibrant community. Obviously it's exciting to be here, see the people, and take the group out and have a little fun. Get a coffee here soon, and just kind of grow together and get to know each other a little bit more. Having a good time, beautiful weather. It's been a great trip here in Guadalajara.
That's a single take. That was good. All right, that is a wrap. We're heading back to the airport, and I had a great time.
It's amazing, like what a haircut will do for someone, you know, like helping them feel really good about themselves, and then obviously the feeling that it brings me to give them that, you know, that feeling. They think that I did them a favor, but I didn't. They helped do me a favor too. Got amazing partner here. We're actually gonna partner up with Sam and create a new company where we can actually start manufacturing extensions here in Mexico instead of it being, you know, only something that really comes from China. We're excited about that. It's going to be able to bring a lot of, you know, positive income into Mexico.
Jobs.
And yeah, jobs for all of these girls who we are also teaching hair to. So really cool opportunity for them. You know, there was a lot of interest from them, you know, and also just like as stylists, the same feeling, you know, so for these girls to be able to be on the other side of the feeling and be able to experience what I experienced this weekend is something that's going to be even more valuable to them and help them heal from the different traumas and things that they've gone through. So
We'll also be able to give direct line of sight to where we're going to be able to source the hair. There are rural villages in deep Mexico where they don't even speak Spanish. It's like a dialect.
Yeah.
And you have to fly a plane to get out. So Mexico is enormous. Another benefit of us doing this is we're going to be directly involved with impact others. So if we're going to a rural area and they need a well, we can come out, we can bring a team, we can buy hair, style them, create jobs for the girls in the orphanage, and also bring in a well or whatever that village may need. So this is a huge humanitarian effort. It is a huge business opportunity. That is all. I think we covered everything there. Head to the airport. Just stay tuned. Give us a follow. Give us a like. Comment below. Hope you like what we got going on. And adios. Hasta luego.